Hello students, welcome to online classes from KB Rai Academy. Myself Arun Pandey. I am going to discuss Class 8 Subject Science Chapter 7. So the name of the chapter will be The Cell. So inside chapter The Cell, today I am going to describe about discovery of the cell. So what about discovery of the cell? So before going to explain discovery of the cell, I tell you some things about the chapter. So what are they? Means we live in a world. We live in a world that have large variety of organism. It means we live in that world which have large variety of organisms. Organism means any plant or animal. Any plant or animal is termed as organism. So we live in a world that a variety of organism live. And these organisms have many similarities. These organisms have many similarities as well as dissimilarities. So various aspects on which organisms are different, difference in them, they are size, appearance, color and habitat. So inside size, some organisms are microscopic. Some organisms are microscopic and some of them are macroscopic. Microscopic means small in size and macroscopic means large in size. So such as bacteria are microscopic, and while others are macroscopic, most of plants and animals. Most of plants and most of animals are macroscopics. So appearance, they may be fat, thin, short, tall, etc. These are appearance. Color, they may be brightly colored or dull. Organisms are brightly colored or dull. Habitat, habitat means a place, a natural place where organisms live. They will be terrestrial, they will be aquatic and aerial or arboreal. Arboreal are those organisms which are live on plants. They are called arboreal. So the common feature that all organisms possess, all organisms which features are possess, they are common. What are they? What are the common features which you find in all organisms? So what are they? They are, all of them require food, air and water. To stay alive, all organisms required food, air and water to stay alive. And they respond to external environment and stimuli. Organisms respond external environment and stimuli. So what are the stimuli? We understand with the help of an example. If suppose a boy and their hand suddenly dip in warm water, then on that spot, on that moment, they pull their hands. This is called stimuli and respond. Dipping the hand in warm water is stimuli, and stretch up their hand out of the warm water, that we call response. So they grow and reproduce. All organisms grow and reproduce. All the vital activities which allow organism to live are performed by the basic unit of their structure called cell. So the basic, all the vital activities, that means grow, move, talk, speak, listen, all the vital activities. These are called all the vital activities. All the vital activities allow the organism to live. and performed by the basic unit of their structure and function are called cell. So cell can be understood. We can define the cell. Cell is the structural and functional unit of life. We can define the term cell. Cell is the structural and functional unit of life. So it is the smallest subdivision of organism. Cell is smallest subdivision of organisms. So organism has definite structure, perform basic function of life. So a cell, so all the characteristic of living things. Cell have all the characteristics of living things, such as nutrition, respiration, reproduction, response, and stimulus also. All living organisms are made up of one or more cells. All living organisms are made up of one or more cells. Organisms which is made up of one cell are called unicellular, and organisms which are made up of more than one cell are called multicellular. So now we are going to discussing about discovery of the cell. So what about discovery of the cell? Inside discovery of the cell, in 1665, Robert Hooke, discovery of cell in 1665. Robert Hooke, an Englishman, first discovered the cell. That means cell discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665. So he observed a slice of cork. He observed a slice of cork, a piece of cork, under microscope. He observed, that means Robert Hooke observed a slice of cork, a piece of cork under self-made microscope. Then what happens? He drew what he could see in their microscope and published them the picture of book that is called Micrographia. He observed number of teeny little box-like structure. He observed under the microscope teeny little box-like structure, and that little box-like structure are called cell by the Robert Hooke. He observed number of teeny little box-like structure. This teeny box appeared like a honeycomb. For this structure, seen by the Hooke, was called a honeycomb structure, but later he gave the term cell. So like this, cell will be discovered. And I have explained about the cell and about discovery of the cell. I think that this much enough. Thanks.